Welcome back to the Giant and the Jet, episode number 26. It is Wednesday, October 15th. Please make sure that you click a like, subscribe, follow button. Show us some love, guys. We do this mostly for fun, I think, but any love from our friends, relatives, whoever is appreciated. So be sure to do that for us, please.
Yeah,
Um,
subscribe. Doesn't take a long time. Just press the button.
yeah, you don't even have to look at our posts again. Just subscribe, whatever you gotta do. Like the video if you see it on your feed. Um, All right, so I think we got to start off. Last week we ended Yankees were down 2-1, Cam Schlittler on the mound. They lose that game, knocked out of the playoffs. So I just want to hear your thoughts. I do have some follow-up questions as well, but
Uh,
where do we go from here? How do you feel, first of all, I guess, about the season? I know you didn't win, obviously, which is the main. So yeah, we last week we left off there down 2-1. You had Cam Schlitter going to the mound. You end up losing that game. So I guess first of all, how do you feel about the season? And then I guess after that, where do you go from here? Like what it seems like they're gonna keep Cashman and Baboon as he's been getting called online. Where do the Yankees go from here?
same exact thing since 2017. How is the season? It was a failure. How do I feel? I'm slowly feeling less and less year by year. 5 years ago, I'd be livid. 4 years ago, I'm mad. 3 years ago, last year, blah. And now I'm just because it's just the same thing. Even what I'm saying is the same thing. We will continue to use analytics. We will continue to have lineups that make absolutely no sense. We will value the home run over putting balls in play. We will weirdly spend a obscene amount of money, but we'll low key not really get any big free agents except for pitchers.
Yeah, you love
Like
spending money on your lefty pitchers.
yeah, like Kyle Tucker and Bregman aren't even a possibility. Uh,
You
and
don't
I don't
think?
know. I mean, huh?
You don't think Tucker is a possibility?
I don't think so. I think they believe in their guys. I think they'll keep swinging for the fences. They care about launch angle and exit velocity. And yeah, we're a really, really bad franchise. And people were like, "Oh, well, you made the playoffs and you know, losers." You know what losers would say? And I'm not even making fun of the Mets. They're like, "Well, the Mets spent that much money and they didn't even make the playoffs, so you should feel good about yourself." And I'm like, I should feel good about myself that we've won one World Series, having the top payroll in baseball the past 20 years.
Yeah.
Um, Aaron Judge did phenomenal. It wasn't his fault.
He carried.
There was an amazing statistic I saw on my phone. It was the averages of each player, and Aaron Judge batted 500 throughout the playoffs, and every single other batter batted below 200.
200.
Yeah,
Wow.
200, 200.
Damn.
So, can't Didi made an error. Bullpen can't be reliable. It was so funny because
Edie.
not Didi, uh,
Jazz.
Jazz. Why did I just think of Didi? Jazz made an error. Um, it's funny. Devin Williams blew 11 saves this year. 11 blown saves. And who they bring in is Devin Williams. And it's like,
Yeah, that
no matter what, they're going to stick to their beliefs and their analytics. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do as a fan. Like, what do the Dallas Cowboys do as fans with Jerry Jones as their owner? Do they just, I know this sounds cruel because I'm sure he's a nice man and he has grandchildren, but do they just wait for him to die?
I guess you have to.
Do they just wait for Jerry Jones to just die because they know they'll never win with him? That's how I feel with Brian Cashman. I don't wish death upon him like some people I know, but yeah, I feel like he's 50. I had to Google his age. He's 58 years old, and I'm gonna have to just wait him out. So I'm 30. The Yankees probably won't win again until I'm 45. Because he might go another 12 years. He might go till he's 70. So
You need
I have to wait him out.
you need to like honestly it sucks to say, but you need to like have a bad season or two in the next couple of years and then he'll get fired. That's really what it'll come down to. If you make
Will it,
you go.
will he? Will he get fired? We didn't make the playoffs like 2 years ago. We didn't get
Yeah,
before Juan Soto. We didn't make the playoffs.
it's true. But
And
you need
so
like two of those. You just got to sacrifice 2 seasons, and then. But the problem is you have Judge, who you don't want to waste. You have Cole, who you
we have
don't want to
Cole
waste.
next year, who'll be 35. Judge next year, who'll be 34. You have Freed, Rendon, the rookie. You have the pitching staff. I mean, it's just such a terrible team. It's very interesting watching Alex Rodriguez and Derek Jeter talk about this team because clearly they hate Cashman personally,
They do.
right? You can just feel that because like when A-Rod was ripping apart the team, Jeter gave this like boyish smile that I've like never seen Derek Jeter do in 30 years watching him. Um, and it's just it's a horrible team. It's a horrible. You're like, oh my god, no, you made the playoffs and you beat Boston, and it's like, da da da. Little fun fact, and then I'll stop talking. Since 2017, since Judge's era, we are 10 and sorry, not playing the AL Central. What was the statistic?
I think you've won like 3 playoff series or something like that. You beat
Yeah,
the
something insane.
Orioles, the Red Sox this
Like the
year, and then
Orioles, the Red Sox this year, and then like the A's one game. I have to look that up.
yeah, I think that's what it is.
We just if you take away the AL Central, we can't beat anyone. Um, we would have never beat Seattle. And
Yeah, Seattle's amazing.
yeah,
Pitching and hitting.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. My take's not very exciting. I just have to wait Brian Cashman out. I need to wait his life out. I need to wait till he dies.
You need to go senile quick.
Yeah, like some sort of disease like Bruce Willis just went through. Um, I need to wait him out till he dies. And otherwise, and do I care? Do I care? Next April, it's like I feel like I'm in the edge of. You ever see the Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise?
No.
Great movie. It's like Groundhog Day, but it's action packed. I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow, where I'm just doing the same day over and over and over. Like Tom Cruise is in a battle in Edge of Tomorrow and it's Groundhog Day. So he reaches a point in the victory where he's just like he can walk through the battlefield because he knows when the bullets are coming. He knows what people are going to say because he's redone the day like for years.
Hmm.
And I'm trapped. I am Bill Murray, trapped. I'm Tom Cruise, trapped in this alternate reality where we're just repeating.
Opening day again, and then
Yeah, and like opening
losing
days
the ALCS.
and like opening days on Netflix, which is embarrassing because then so many people can't watch it. And the ultimate excitement is opening day. And it's like, hey, if you're over the age of 65 and you don't have Netflix, go fuck yourself. Because the Yankees only care about making money and the Yankees only care about having Aaron Judge be their star so that they sell tickets and then genuinely not winning championships. They don't care about winning championships. And if someone said to me, if Brian Cash was in front of me and was like, no, 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 we do care about winning championships, I'd be like, no, you don't. Because I can name 7 things wrong with your team right now and you won't change them.
You won't
Because of
address it.
your idiotic, stupid beliefs, and it makes no fucking sense. I remember who was that coach for the Suns and then the Rockets, D'Antoni?
Yeah, Mark
He had his
D'Antoni.
system, right? He had his system. His system only got him so far.
Yeah.
Never won. It's like, well, you're gonna have to adjust that. It doesn't win. No,
Yeah.
no, it
I had,
doesn't.
I had some guys that get on base. I had some guys that could steal, play good defense. They got to do something else. I do have a couple more things before we move on. So we guys have. I was looking at all the free agents. There's 4 main guys. I want to see which ones you'd want to keep and which ones you'd want to get rid of. Or I guess re-sign would be the word. So Cody Bellinger is going to opt out of his player option. Do you want him back?
No, because we have Spencer Jones in the minors.
Okay.
He's gonna want 6 years, and we don't want another DJ LeMahieu on our hands.
Okay, I agree. I honestly I think the Mets are going to try and get him, but I think the Yankees are going to re-sign him. Number 2, I know your answer to this one already. Devin Williams.
I would pay, like, how Penn State just paid Franklin. I would
Yeah,
pay him to not pitch. So we would have won 100 games this year if Devin Williams didn't pitch.
you'd win the AL East and
If he
have home
was
field advantage.
Yes, throughout the entire thing, I would pay him $20 million to retire. So I'd never keep. So just in the offset chance I saw him again, he wouldn't be pitching in Major League Baseball.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Uh, Trent Grisham.
No, he batted in front of Aaron Judge in this postseason. He went 1 for 27. with 0 home runs and 0 RBIs. He is an embarrassment. Oh, well, he hit 20 home runs. I don't give a shit. He bats here I go. His average is horrible. He can't run the bases, and he's not an above average fielder, and he's ugly, and I hate his mustache. So he's gone too. Next.
And then finally, Luke Weaver.
I don't know. It depends how much money he wants. Because he's a bullpen guy. He's a Yankee product. He was our closer last year. It depends how much someone's willing to offer him. I think you go in the open market with a price in mind, and if someone beats it, you let him go.
Okay. Those are the big four. And then the only other question I had, what the hell are they going to do with Volpe? He got shoulder surgery earlier today. I guess he's been playing hurt since May. You
Yep.
just ship him out, whatever you can get back for him, you do it.
Volpe doesn't bat over 210.
Yeah,
And
I know he sucks,
he
but
led
like
the league, and he led the league in errors. So
he's like Cashman's golden boy. Like
yeah,
he
he's
can do no
horrible.
wrong.
He's atrocious. I can't believe he's even in Major League Baseball, let alone or or he leaves and becomes a really good baseball player like Gleyber Torres.
I feel like that's what's going to happen, honestly.
He might go to another team, bat 270 with 20 home runs, and be like, yeah, that environment was just really toxic. And they were only telling me to hit up
Yeah,
instead of just making contact with the baseball. So I still, yeah, got to get rid of him. He's atrocious. See what's out there.
change your scenery.
What is out there? I don't even,
I mean, he could go anywhere.
who's in our minor league system?
Yeah, who's going to play shortstop? Probably like George Lombard. Is that your top shortstop prospect?
I'll tell you who I liked, and I don't know if he's a free agent. Was that third baseman we signed from the Rockies?
He's on the team for the next 2 years. I think he's signed through 2027.
Defensive gem.
Hit a
He'll
home run.
he'll Tom run. He'll bat only 225, but keep him.
He'll hit 25 home runs at Yankee Stadium.
Probably.
Um, all right. Well, that was all I had. Yankees lose.
The Yankees lose.
I got a kick out of that when I saw it, honestly. I had to send it to you. Um,
The problem with Toronto is they beating us felt they kind of took that too far.
yeah, it was their World Series.
Hey, everyone, like, there's rounds to this. Like, you have to, like, Blue Jays, congratulations, you beat the Yankees, but like low key, you're the 1 seed. Like, you had
Yeah.
home, you should have beat the Yankees, but yeah,
Down 2-0 in the series to the Mariners now. Oh, and they're winning today. They're up 6-2 right now, surprisingly.
right, we'll see.
Yeah. Um, all right. Well, moving on. Jets, top no, not top of the morning. What do they say? Good day, mate. Something, whatever it is.
I don't know.
That's Ireland. I don't know. Anyway,
You
Jets.
can go on a rant. It's up to you. How are the Jets?
I mean, it could be kind of short because, like, at this point, I want them to probably win. I want them to go like 1-16. I don't want them to go 0-17 because that hurts. But they win one game, I'll be happy with it. So I'll keep it mostly short. First thing, I don't want us to be on a standalone game anymore. I feel like
It's
as
fair.
a Jets fan, am taking the responsibility of having everyone to watch my team when nobody wants to and everyone goes, this game's pitiful.
Do
So
you
please
feel
just,
do you feel like it's unnecessary when people yell at you in particular of how bad your team is?
yeah,
Like that's so mean. People like get mad at you.
I know. Like I'm the one who put them on prime time. I don't want them. I want them at 1 o'clock every day, buried in the sleep. When there's like 8 other games on at the same time because they only do two 4 o'clock games. Um, so please, first point, just stop putting us on standalone games. Second, that was probably the worst quarterback game I've ever watched in my life. We had negative net passing yards. I think Justin Fields is afraid of the Broncos line.
Yeah.
Um,
They,
Afraid to throw the ball. He's like proud of that zero interception stat, so he's just gonna hold on to it and take a sack instead of taking a risk. That fourth down play, you have to throw it. You can't take a sack there. So, um,
he was getting to a really weird point where I feel like he was refusing to throw the ball.
yeah,
He was sitting back there for 5 seconds at a time. Like it was getting weird.
yeah. Our line's good too. He has time to throw, but like you can't hold it for 6 seconds and you're gonna get sacked every time. Like it's crazy. I thought the game was kind of funny because like I feel like if the Broncos would have gotten into our like let's say they got to our 40-yard line like fourth and inches, they would have punted the ball instead of like trying to go for it or anything. Like they're like these guys can't score on us. We need to score a touchdown and kick a couple field goals and we'll win. That's exactly what they did. And then if they actually wanted to win, like I think Tyrod Taylor has to come into the game probably at some point in the third quarter. Like once you realize Fields just doesn't have it, like he doesn't know what the hell is going on, and
Yeah.
you want to win, you have to put him in. Even if you go back to Fields this week coming up, like you can't have him do what he was doing out there and expect to win. So that was pretty much it. Just keep tanking. Let's get a quarterback. Let's get a wide receiver. Maybe if we trade a defensive player, Quentin Williams, something like that, we get back another first round pick and go wide receiver, quarterback in the first round next season. So I'm almost done with them fully. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna have them on a tablet while I'm watching Red Zone or anything. It might just be if they show up on Red Zone, I'll be like, oh, there they are, losing.
Well, you're still holding on, which is kind of insane.
I'll always watch them individually no matter what. That's my team. What else am I gonna put on?
That's interesting. Um, I just have a question, not for you, but obviously, like, he won't listen to this. Is Woody Johnson,
Woody?
where I'm just waving. Hello, it's Allison.
Really? It's not someone else.
Can't even tell you what she did. All right, I'll have to edit that out. So I'm smiling. What was I supposed to say? Woody Johnson. What I would want to ask him is, you had Todd Bowles. He is now a very successful NFL head coach.
Yeah.
He's had two offensive coordinators underneath him become head coaches and are doing relatively well. So he does know how to hire offensive people. And now Baker's the MVP of this league. So it's 3 consecutive years of very, very high end offenses. Sam Darnold is a pretty good quarterback in this league.
15th best. He's like exactly average, I'd say,
Sure.
which is fine.
Smith is playing.
Yep.
Just it seems like all these people who are for the Jets over the past 20 years leave and end up doing well. So if you're the owner, you have to be saying, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm
Never
doing
will.
something wrong.
Yeah.
I'm bringing in the wrong people. I'm doing something wrong with the facilities. I have a very bad culture here. My director of personnel is off. My president of operations is wrong. This is another thing with like the Yankees, right? That they just don't do. I feel as though the Jets, and I really thought about this, and I'm not teasing you, them and the Browns are pretty much the only NFL teams that have just been bad almost my entire life. And even when the Jets were good for 2 years under Rex Ryan, it was a circus,
Yeah. Because it
right?
was Rex Ryan.
It was a circus, and it was
Yeah.
like media every day. And then Tim Tebow came in, and
Hard knocks.
Sanchez, and Hard Knocks, and the butt fumble. It was like crazy. Like, do you think eventually these owners are like, clearly I'm the problem?
He never will. I feel like once you reach a certain status, like you just don't think you could do anything wrong.
Status of what? Didn't he inherit a pharmaceutical company?
Just having money though, owning an NFL team is status alone. He's probably surrounded by yes men. He thinks his son's super smart because he's a rich kid.
What could yes men tell me about not making the playoffs for 15 straight years?
Well, it's probably like him being like, "Oh, I think we should fire this coach. He's not the guy." And then you just have a bunch of people go, "Yeah, sure, do that." And then,
Well, that's
five
not
the
working. I would say to my yes men, well, that hasn't worked in 25 years.
like yes men, so they're gonna be like, "Yeah, you're right. That doesn't work." And then they would,
I don't know. I guess I'm kind of frustrated with owners right now, the Yankees
yeah,
and the Jets, and just all these owners who just repeatedly just do the wrong thing over and over and over and over again. There's so many talented people in the NFL, and you just don't seem to really hire them. And it's just,
yeah.
I don't know. It just makes absolutely no sense to me.
I don't know how the structure works with the Jets, but if I was in Woody Johnson's shoes and I've endured the past what is like 15 years or something, like it's going on 15 without playoff spot, I would probably just hire someone and just be like a mega fan. Just be like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna be involved with this at all. You're a very smart football mind. Hire the coach, hire the GM. Uh, cultivate this culture that we need to win. And I'm just gonna watch. I'm not gonna say a word. I'll pay everyone's bills, and that's it. And that's what he should do, but he never will. He wants the medal.
Niners, 49ers. Who's the 49ers owner?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Neither do I. Who's their president of operations?
No clue.
It's John Lynch.
Okay, okay. Their GM is
John
there.
Lynch runs everything, and he hired Kyle Shanahan, who does all player personnel.
Okay.
Monster football guys. We don't even know who the 49ers. Who is the 49ers? Yeah. Dennis DeBartolo York. Don't even know who the fuck that is. But let me tell you something. He lets all his football people handle the shit. Miami Heat, Pat Riley runs everything.
Yeah.
And they won
Way
champ.
to do it. Get a smart mind in the sport and just have them do everything.
I don't know. It's just really annoying. Moving on to the Giants.
Moving on to the Giants, yeah. You got your big primetime win. I'm saying no standalone. You got your standalone, and you upset the reigning Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, I was shocked. Clearly something's happening in the Philly locker room. I don't know what's going on
Yeah,
because the simple reality is the Giants, I am enjoying this team greatly. I'm enjoying Scat, I'm enjoying Dart, I'm enjoying the defensive line. I do enjoy this team. I don't think we're making the playoffs, but there's no way we should, with the Eagles' talent, we should have killed the Eagles.
you
You want
killed.
to say you want to say we won the turnover battle, we won the penalties, and we got a last second field goal. I could have believed that. Nothing would have made me believe we manhandled them. That's a bad sign of coaching. That's a bad sign of lockership. That's a locker room. That's a bad sign of leadership. That's not good. So we'll talk about the Eagles maybe later, but what I'll say about the Giants is it's exactly what I said is to just keep fighting. If you have a united locker room and you fight in this league, you will win 6 games.
Yeah,
Like you will win 6 to 7 games. Look at the Panthers. The Panthers could have easily just completely collapsed, but they rallied and they just beat Dallas off, some lucky plays. Just keep fighting. And I think the Giants are going to fight the entire year. And I think Neighbors is going to come back. I think we're going to get another weapon on the outside, maybe sign a tight end. And I'm optimistic about the New York Giants. I We go in Denver this week. That's a hard game. Um,
they didn't look good though against the Jets. They probably should have lost. Like against probably 27 other teams, they lose pretty handily.
yeah. Um, so I don't know. I will stand by what I said last week. We got to win this week and then beat the Eagles again, and then I'll believe.
That's what you said last week. You go 3-0 on this in this 3 game stretch,
We
and
go
you
3-0. We beat Denver, and then we go into Philadelphia and we play in Philly, and they're going to try to kill us because we just beat them.
yeah,
We beat them there. You got me. Here I go.
I would be excited too.
Because we'd be 4-4. I'd be like,
Yeah,
I wish Neighbors was here, but here we go.
maybe you trade for T Higgins or something. Oh, well, he just got signed.
No, we Waddle,
Yeah, eh,
maybe Waddle. If
yeah.
it, no major draft picks, but take on the contract. Maybe give up a third. Um,
Darnell Mooney from the Falcons, something like that.
Something like that. Well, the Falcons, they're kind of contenders. They
Yeah,
got teams who are terrible. Jerry Judy from Cleveland.
it's a good one.
Trying to think of bad teams. Anyway, yeah, Waddle I think would be a good answer if we go 4-4 and we're like, oh, we're actually in this. We just need a weapon. Go get Waddle and Miami's. We'll talk about Miami, but I don't think they're going to really do well too later on. That's my Giants thing. I mean, do you have any questions about that? I mean, it was a really nice win. I didn't expect it, and I'm looking forward to the game this week. I'm like keeping one eye. I'll keep an eye on them this weekend and see what they do. I mean, what time are they playing? New York Giants. It's a good old 4 o'clock game. So give me something to do.
Okay. In Denver, that makes sense.
Yep, that makes sense. 4 to 7. I'll be driving those 3 hours. So actually give me something to do.
Where are you going?
Go to Boca, not Boca. I'm going to West
Oh,
Palm this weekend. It's Lewis's baby shower. So gonna go down there. Um, it ends at
How, that's fun. I was gonna go back to the Giants though. Sorry.
good.
How excited are you on Dart? Like, I feel like that was a good sign that the whole team wanted him out on the field after Russell Wilson came in for that one play.
Wow.
They were all rushing into the tent to try and get him out there. Um,
What do I think about? I mean, Russell Wilson's terrible.
yeah,
And
yeah.
think
I would probably be super excited if I was a Giants fan all about Dart because like I mean, we know he's gonna take his hits, but like he looks competent. Like he knows where to go with the ball. He's athletic. He's accurate. Like it
what
seems like he's there. He's all there.
what I will say about him is that I think he had over third. I don't want to exaggerate. Jackson Dart college starts.
He had the Bill Parcells resume, right? He hit all the boxes or something like that.
I think he had, yeah. So Jackson Dart had 45 starts, six at Ole Miss, sorry, six at USC, big program, and then obviously 39 at Ole Miss.
Wayne Kiffin.
What I mean by that is college football the same as NFL? It is not. But you're playing the SEC, you're playing Georgia, you're playing Alabama, even on bad weeks, you're playing like Mississippi State,
Tennessee.
Tennessee, Florida, Texas, Oklahoma,
Yeah, it's crazy.
a regular season. So I don't think he's too overwhelmed by this.
Yeah.
I think he's going into LSU at night playing these teams as a player, and he won some games. So I would just say that there's a lot of quarterbacks who come into this league, Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What kind of experience does this guy have playing at BYU? Does he feel this
No.
pressure? He was at Ole Miss. He probably had the distractions of partying. He had the distractions of women. He got paid, so he was already a millionaire in college. Um, so I think we got a quarterback who's a little seasoned.
No.
So I think he's handling it a little better than what other quarterbacks do because he had 45 starts in college, 3 straight years in the SEC. And the other school was USC, which is a lot of pressure.
No. His teammates love him. I think that's the biggest part. Like he's not like a scumbag, or I mean, maybe he's a scumbag actually, but his teammates like him, and I think that plays a big part into it.
He might be a player, but I don't think he is who cares about that?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Don't be, I don't mean to bring up Jets. Don't be Cromartie, who has 13 children with 13 women. Like it's okay if you're dating people, just, go have a good time.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
just always think back to that the video of the ex-girlfriend being like he cheated on me for 1.5 years and then it like cuts into like a highlight tape of him like balling out at Ole Miss.
Like that video. Maybe I'll edit that in. He looks like a badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I like Jackson Dart a lot. That's all I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I gotta keep I can't release everything. I gotta keep it, contained.
Okay.
Hold it. I gotta hold it in. Push it down. I gotta push it down. I can't,
Suppress it.
yeah, I gotta suppress it. You never until I mean, it would take me like 2 or 3 years before I was like, we got it. Let's go. So I didn't know we had a quarterback in Eli until he won the Super Bowl.
No, it's fair.
The year Eli won the Super Bowl in 2007, I'll never forget this game. He was a quarterback, got drafted 04. It was 05 and 6 and 7. So it was his third year. And he was fucking horrible in this one game versus the Vikings. He threw 6 interceptions in a game. And I turned to my dad and I go, I don't think this guy's got it. And my dad goes, no, he's not the quarterback. He's not our quarterback. That was the same year he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you
Remember
never
your worst take of the week in February of 2008.
would have been. Yeah, you want to move on to major storylines?
Yep.
All right. So I wrote a few, nothing crazy. Um, you know what I realized when I edit is I say a lot. So I'm trying not to do that, but I just keep saying it. But anyway. So question number one, I don't know what's going on in Buffalo. I don't know if they're bad, but Right now, if you had to put some money on it, who wins the AFC East, the Bills or the Patriots?
I'm a betting man. I still got to take the Bills until proven otherwise. It's like the Chiefs, which we'll get to later. Drake May looks good. Patriots look good. Their defense is good for real. And their offense looks like it's starting to click. But I I mean you can't. I'm not betting against the MVP. They're just looked off. Like they're. I think their like weapons are kind of bad. They might be a team that we're also gets into that Jerry Judy. Jalen Waddle conversation where they try and get an extra guy to get separation. It seems like they have to like scheme up plays to get yards to their wide receivers, which when you have Josh Allen, you kind of need, I mean, maybe not a true alpha, but just like a actual wide receiver one instead of like Keon Coleman who gets locked up. But Josh Palmer looked good and then he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Anyway, to your question, give me the Bills. Their defense is bad too, but like, or at least they keep getting gashed. Like when you face a good running team, like you have to be able to stop them. Bijan ran all over them, but I think the next game against the Patriots is going to tell a lot. And then I think if either the Patriots or the Bills lose one game to Miami or the Jets, it's gonna like dash their hopes. So I think whichever team goes undefeated against those two teams and then wins against the Patriots or the Bills is gonna be the one that ends up winning.
They have an interesting schedule, the Bills coming up. They have the Panthers,
Okay.
really should win.
Yeah.
The Panthers are 3-0 at home, so who knows? Then they got Chiefs, Dolphins, Bucks, Texans, Steelers. So
Okay. It's gonna
interesting.
yeah, it's gonna get testy. They do have some guys coming back too, though. I think a couple of the guys that they signed off season got popped for steroids. And they come back week 6. So that'll be big for them. But
Yeah, I think if I am answering that question, I just think Josh Allen could will his team to victory if he wanted to. He just
yeah,
almost like doesn't want to get there yet. Like especially like versus the Falcons. Like you can't risk injury. You can't risk your body in week 6 for no reason. So
yeah.
uh I think I would still stick with the Bills, but Patriots look pretty solid.
I think he's still fighting through that nose when he got his nose broken against the Jets. I think he's still coming back from that. It seems like he doesn't want to get hit as much as he normally would, like running through guys. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
We're talking about gambling. Would you gamble right now on the Ravens to win their division or the Super Bowl?
Well, when I was thinking about this, so they have to realistically make the playoffs. They have to go 9-2 the rest of the way, which with Lamar Jackson, that's not impossible. I haven't looked at their schedule honestly, but I think that's a tall task. I would say though that their chances at winning the Super Bowl should be higher than their chances of winning the division. Um, they just get in, they can make a run, but they're gonna have to chase down the Steelers who look good. They keep winning, so I don't think they're gonna chase them down. They'll have to probably go 10-1 the rest of the way to catch the Steelers. Um, so I would say no, I probably wouldn't bet. But if I did, I'd take Super Bowl odds over division odds any day of the week.
Well, let me give you their schedule after their bye because it's doable.
Okay.
Tell me win or loss. Bears.
And this is assuming Lamar Jackson's back next week, by
Well,
the way.
yeah.
Okay.
Bears at home.
Win,
Dolphins on the road.
win,
Vikings in Minnesota.
win,
Browns on the road.
win,
Jets at home.
win 5 in a row,
Ravens at home. Sorry, Bengals at home.
6 in a row.
Here's the game. Steelers at home.
I think they split with the Steelers.
So they take the one at home.
I'll say they win at home.
All right. Bengals away.
Win. It's 8 in a row.
Patriots at home.
I'll say they lose just because I don't think they're gonna be able to win 9 in a row.
Packers on the road.
Loss again.
Steelers and Pittsburgh.
So I have them losing 8 in a row and then losing 3 in a row.
I think if they win 8 in a row, they're gonna
They'll win one of
they'll
those
win
last.
one of those 3 games.
Yeah.
And I think one of those 3 games would I think they can beat the Steelers twice
Okay.
if they're in it.
That'd be a crazy last week of this last game of the season
They'll flex that Sunday Night Football.
for the division. That'd be crazy.
I'm gonna call that. That'll be my take. Is I think the Ravens will play the Steelers for the division uh last week of the season. I think the Steelers will have a game lead, and so we just said 8 wins in a row. So they'll be nine. The Ravens will have 9 wins, and the Steelers will have 10, and they'll play each other for the winner of the division.
That'd
And
be sick.
I'm gonna gamble right now. I think the Ravens win this division.
Okay. I actually like that idea. Now that hear the schedule, I mean, if Lamar Jackson's healthy, like I don't know how they don't win all pretty much all those games. It's not like they're playing any monster teams. So
The only team there's a sneaky Vikings game, but
yeah, in Minnesota.
it's only at 1 p.m.
The Vikings suck though. Like they is JJ McCarthy going to be their quarterback once he's healthy again?
And then the only other question mark is Joe Burrow coming back, and does he play for the December 14th?
Yeah.
Then now becomes difficult. But if he doesn't come back, if the Bengals lose the next 6 in a row, he doesn't come back, that's an easy win.
No.
Um, all right.
It's interesting. Good topic there. I didn't even think of the possible schedule. I should have looked it up.
Yep. Okay, moving on. Right there, I just said damn it. Moving on. We had our first coach get fired. The Titans head coach gets fired.
R.I.P. Bill Callahan. It was
Uh,
nice knowing you.
Mainly about one other guy, but do you think another coach gets fired during this NFL season? Slash, my real question is, does the Miami coach get fired or the Jets guy? I don't know.
I don't think the Jets are going to fire their coach. I mean, he's been absolutely awful, but I just can't see them doing that. Like that'd be kind of fucked up. Because considering like we have a rebuild roster. He's been terrible with the media though too. But anyway, to answer your question, um, I don't think they fire him. I think they wait till the end of the season.
Miami.
They don't really have much to play for. Like, what's the point of bringing an interim? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna matter either way whether they fire him or not. But I don't know. What's your take on this one?
I think the Miami coach goes this week or next.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think their locker room is gone. Tua said that crazy ass statement.
he keeps saying crazy shit too. It's like every week he comes out with a new soundbite.
I think it's these sound bites are tamed compared to what people are feeling.
No,
I think these guys are veterans and they know how to talk to the media. So the fact that they're letting this slip means that there might be some crazy ass shit going on in that locker room. Um,
I do think though, if they do fire him, like I'd want my team if they needed an offensive coordinator to hire him as an offensive coordinator right away. Um, I feel like if like we were to make a movie, he'll never be like a main character. You never cast him as the main character, but he's like a perfect side buddy role almost.
would you
Like
be happy if the Jets hired him as the offensive coordinator
I don't think they will, but I would be happy if they did.
at the end of the year?
I don't think they're gonna fire their offensive coordinator they have now. But let's say they did, I would be happy if they hired him. Sure. He does it's a lot less responsibility. He doesn't seem like he's like a leader, but he knows how to call a damn good game. So
Yeah.
um
I'm not really big into players' locker rooms, players' coaches. It's
yeah.
never really been my thing. You could befriend stars. Like I'm sure Andy Reid treats Patrick Mahomes very differently than he does like a rookie, but I'm just not a player's coach. You just give people leeway. The whole point of a coach is to hold people accountable and motivate them. It's not to
Yeah.
be a friend. Um, so yeah,
I
whatever.
think the other one, I know I actually said that he was a good coach. I think the Browns coach probably gets fired before the end of the season.
No,
Um,
I think they're in full rebuild mode and ownership is on board with that. I
okay.
think they have a new stadium coming. They drafted back in the draft. They got another first round draft pick for next year. They traded away their veteran quarterback who really gave them the best opportunity to win. I think there is a mutual understanding in Cleveland that this is not the year they are going to go get a quarterback in this upcoming draft. They have two first round draft picks. Then use another first round draft pick, maybe even move up and get themselves another player. And I think they're just getting ready for that new stadium. I think they have completely given up on this year.
I think he's gone. I don't know. You can't keep losing year after year. I know, like I said, I think he's a good coach, but
He's won coach of the year twice.
I know. I think they're going to be done with him though.
All right.
Browns way.
Just think there's an I think they are full. I think everyone's on the same page in Cleveland.
Yep. We'll
All right.
see.
Does the number one seed come out of the AFC South in the AFC?
I was looking at the schedules when I saw this question. I don't think the Colts are going to be the one if there was one. The rest of their season's really tough. Uh, Besides the Titans, they have to play at the Chargers, at the Steelers, versus the Falcons, at the Chiefs, two against the Texans, two against the Jaguars, and then they still have to play the 49ers in Seattle as well.
That's crazy.
It's a lot. I don't think they're going to be able to. Maybe they'll, split. They'll win five of those games. They'll get to 9 wins, 10 wins, something like that. But rest of the season's pretty tough. So I don't think they take the one seed. Um, the Jaguars have a chance though. I, I was looking at their schedule. They play the Raiders, two more against the Titans. They play the Jets and the Cardinals. So if they win nine of those, or if they win all those, they get to 9 wins, and then you just have to beat a couple decent to good teams there to get to around 11 or 12. And you have the tiebreaker against the Chiefs, which I think will play a big part in it. Um, with that being said, if I had to bet on it, I would still probably bet the Chiefs or the Bills. I would not bet the Jaguars, but I think they have a better shot to do it than the Colts do.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, just that no, because that leads right into my next topic, and this is what I'll say. The next topic is literally if you had to bet your life, would you bet on the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yes. So would I bet on the Chiefs to win the AFC and have the one seed? Yes. Would I bet on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl this upcoming year? Yes. There seems to be no one in this league right now who's mentally on the same page as Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they should have beaten Jacksonville. I was shocked they didn't. I think they literally took their foot off the gas, which is insane. I think Trevor Lawrence fell down on the floor and Chris Jones stopped
You
running.
confuse them.
Um, and I just I'm gonna and I made a bad take earlier in the year because I didn't have any weapons. And yeah, I'm just gonna ride with them.
They got Rashi Rice coming back. You just beat the Lions.
They're 3-3. I don't think there's a team this year that's gonna go like 14-3.
It's
I
already almost too late for that, unless the Colts somehow do, or like the Steelers do.
I think the team that wins the AFC is gonna go 12-5. And I
No.
think the Chiefs could go 12-5. And I would bet on the Chiefs.
That Bills Chiefs game is going to be big for the number one seed when they play each other.
Yes.
Also the other thing with the Chiefs too, I feel like they do this every single year where like they kind of just sleepwalk for a little bit and everyone's like, "Oh, they suck. They're not gonna do it." And then all of a sudden they're in the AFC Championship game and in the Super Bowl. It's every single year like people just sleep on them for no reason.
I think it's been 7 straight years.
No. They're probably going to trade for a running back. Like Brees Hall is probably going to be a Chief, which will be a nightmare for for every other team.
Hopefully not, because I did trade him away. So hopefully he stays in the Jets forever. uh Fun question.
Yeah.
Who is more real, the Bears or the Falcons?
I think that the Falcons are more real. I think in terms of like offense, they're pretty similar, but the Falcons have the number one pass defense in the NFL, which shocked me. Like when they were playing the Bills, they flashed that, and I was like, damn, like usually they're that team that gets gashed every game and they'll score 34 and they'll allow 34, they'll score 30 and they'll lose. But if you have that number one pass defense, you're gonna, you go up 7 points, 10 points, and all of a sudden the team's trying to throw against you, you get an interception and the game's over, stuff like that. So give me the Falcons. And I also don't believe in Caleb Williams. We'll see. I do like their coach, but I don't trust Caleb Williams, and I think they got super lucky to have beaten the Commanders. They don't fumble that ball, and the Commanders probably win. So give
So
me the
looking
Falcons.
at point differential for the Atlanta Falcons, points for, points against, both 100. Bears, they're minus 15. I would go Falcons too. I think the Falcons in a dome are a dangerous team. And considering that they played the Saints twice, they're in 8 games at home. I'm sure there's another dome team they're going to play. I just think they have some speed. They were playing a team, they played the Washington Commanders like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, this is the fastest. They looked so much faster than Washington. It was crazy. They looked so much faster than Buffalo.
Yeah,
And
they did.
that's one of those things with these. I'm going to go on a small rant. That's one of those things with these teams up north that they should not have domes. Like Detroit and Minnesota, probably because of the snow is too extreme. But like Buffalo should never go in a dome because if you have that Falcons team has to go up and play in Buffalo, they're going to get killed. But
Yeah,
in the dome in Mercedes Stadium, they look like the fastest team alive,
flying around.
flying around. Drake London looked like Jerry Rice. Bijan Bajan looked like Barry Sanders. Like
They did.
they are unbelievable. So I do think the Falcons, if they can stay in warm weather, are much more dangerous than the Bears. But even overall, I think I pick the Falcons. But then again, if they ever been playing in January in Soldier Field, I don't know.
I'd still take the Falcons.
Okay, yeah,
If they played each other in Chicago in December, I don't know. That defense might lock up Caleb Williams, confuse the hell out of him.
I guess I had two fun questions. One more fun question. I think this is obvious. Maybe we disagree. I think the Buccaneers, when healthy, not healthy, they're the most fun team in the entire league.
Yeah, I agree.
I enjoy watching them. I guess I wanted to ask this because I didn't know if it was just because I'm in Tampa, but they are just so much fun. I love watching them.
They're definitely the best to watch just because they score a lot. Like their defense will let up some points, but like it feels like they always hit big plays. Baker gets some
Shit.
moxie,
They
escapes the pocket.
win. They're winning in Seattle. They're winning at home.
Yeah.
They're winning everywhere.
They
Um,
have like fifth stringers making miraculous catches over the shoulder.
what's the one game they lost?
Uh,
Eagles.
yeah, to the Eagles.
Okay. Yeah, I just think the Buccaneers right now are the most entertaining and fun team. I just didn't know if that was just because I'm here in Tampa.
No, I enjoy watching them whenever they're on. I did have a Egbuka in my other fantasy league, and him going down hurt, but like I feel like I kept an eye on them specifically just because of that. So
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Yeah. Hey, Leo. All right. We're on to our segment parts. We got your top 10 teams, my predictions, and then Thursday night football, and then takes of the week. So are you ready for your top 10 teams?
Power rankings. Yes, I am. Let's do it. Starting off number 10. This may come as a shock as they were my number 4 team last week. The Philadelphia Eagles fall down to number 10. Lose to the Giants. And I think we've brought this up a few different times, maybe last week, maybe the week before, even when they were still winning. Something's up. Are they going to have to trade AJ Brown, uh, despite the fact that they just won a Super Bowl because he's so unhappy? Um, they're my number 10 team. Number 9, up one spot from last week with a win in New Orleans. The New England Patriots. I don't know if they're for real, but I think they are for real, at least. So give me them at number 9. Number 8, not ranked. Probably foolish of me to not have ranked them previously last week. Go to or you're home against the Lions, you don't get a penalty called against you all game. Give me the Chiefs at number 8. Number 7, down one spot. Still ahead of the Chiefs though, because they beat them head to head. Give me the Jaguars. Lose to Seattle. Tough game.
Did they
I
lose to
think,
Seattle?
yeah, they lost.
Did they? This is me being stupid.
They're 4-2.
Yeah, they did. Oh, I'm dumb. All right, keep going. My bad.
Number 6. I've ignored this team for too long, and I think it was out of spite and hatred for the man who's filled with spite and hatred. Give me the Steelers, number 6. 4-1, beat the Browns as they should have. Give me the Steelers, number 6. Number 5, um, get ran around on as we just talked about. Going down to Atlanta, down from number 3 last week. Give me the Buffalo Bills. I think they're going to end up perking back up on this list later in the season, but got to drop them a little bit there. Number 4, I don't exactly trust their quarterback, but I think their weapons and their defense is just going to be too good. for me not to have them this high on the list. Number four, give me the Green Bay Packers, up from number seven last week. Number three, Nick's gonna keep picking against them. They're gonna keep moving up the power rankings. Give me those Indianapolis Colts as my number three team, up two spots from number five last week. Number two, lose to the Chiefs on the road. Can't ding you up too bad, but I do have to drop you a spot. Number two, give me the Detroit Lions. And last but not least, we just call them the funnest team in the league. They beat Shanahan and his offense. Give me those Tampa Bay Buccaneers number one.
Nice.
You like it?
Yeah. I wonder if Buccaneer fans like, do they appreciate it? Do they,
Probably not as much as they would have if they didn't have Brady.
do they appreciate being number one in the entire league by a lot of power rankings? Like, if I think ever again in my life, if we're through 6 weeks and someone says the number one team of football is the New York Giants, I would shed a tear. If you not like genuinely be like, oh, what's the number one team in the NFL? The Jets. Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
In a while. I don't even think when the Jets made the AFC Championship 2 games in a row, they would have gotten ranked that high because they kind of were. I think they're wild card teams both years.
I don't
So
know.
maybe it's never been in my life that they were the number one team in the league.
I don't think there has been. I mean, the Giants probably once in 2008. We started the year 10-1, and we had won the Super Bowl the year before. So I think then, what a glimmer of hope in that one year. Um, all right, my picks. Here we go. I haven't had a good week yet, but I believe in myself. Here I go. Thursday night football, Steelers at Bengals. This one was interesting because I thought maybe the Bengals would show some fight, but I don't think the Steelers are letting up. I think the Steelers are going to go in there and kick the shit out of them.
Okay.
London game, Rams versus Jaguars. Real toss up. I don't know if Puka's playing. Right now, I don't think he is
I
because
don't think he's gonna
after the
play.
London game, there's a bye. It's like, why not give your player 3 weeks off? So I'm going to go Jaguars. Saints at Bears. I'm going Bears. Saints show some spunk, but on the road, I don't think so. Miami at Cleveland. Sorry, Miami at Cleveland. I'm going Cleveland. I think there's something wrong in Miami, especially when they go up to Cleveland. I think Miles Garrett kills Tua Tagovailoa.
Do we get a Shador Sanders appearance if Dylan Gabriel continues to stink it up, or
Hope so. I don't know why it wouldn't, unless they really want to lose. That's what we're all waiting for. Raiders at the Chiefs. I'm gonna go Chiefs. They keep it rolling, especially in a 1 o'clock game.
yeah,
Eagles at the Vikings. This is on paper. You want to say Eagles, but the Vikings are coming off of a bye.
it's a tough one.
I'm gonna go Eagles. They're gonna show championship grit.
Yeah.
Here's at the Jets. Ready for this? The Jets. I think the Jets get the first win of the year. That's right. And I think they maybe carry off their coach in happiness.
Like Rudy.
Yeah, like Rudy, and with his pants that only go to his shins. And I think that they cry, and I think that they pop champagne in the locker rooms. And I think they beat the Panthers on the. I think Panthers don't play it well on the road.
Okay.
Jets are reaching a boiling point where I think that defense goes crazy this week. I think they beat the Panthers.
They played good last week, the defense. They just couldn't score. So maybe they could score this week.
Yep. Patriots at Titans. Here's another interesting game because the Titans fired their coach. Is this one of those games where the new coach, gives like a little life to the team? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna go Patriots.
No Calvin Ridley too, potentially.
Yeah. Giants at Broncos. I want to go Giants, but I'm going to be a bad fan. I'm going to go Broncos. It's hard to play in Mile High. Really good crowd up there. Underrated crowd. People talk about the Saints in Seattle. The Broncos crowd is big and they travel really well. Colts at Chargers. Weird that the Colts play the Rams and the Chargers in LA. Usually it's split, right? You make that many trips to LA. Find that weird, but because of that, I think the Colts win. They already lost in LA. I don't think they lose twice. Packers versus the Cardinals. I go Packers. Commanders versus Dallas. I go Dallas.
This is our big game that we talked about last week.
Yes, I go Dallas, and I think Dallas gets slightly embarrassed by losing to the Panthers, even though they should be really embarrassed. I think CeeDee Lamb comes back, and I think that brings a lot to this team. I'll go Dallas. Sunday night football, Falcons at 49ers is a perfect example
Good
of
game.
faith in the Falcons on the road. The 49ers are so injured. They're so hurt that
Yeah.
makes no sense for them to win. So I'm gonna go Falcons, but I really don't like that bet.
Okay.
I'll go Falcons. And then we're talking about the best teams in football here. I think this Monday night, I hate two Monday night football games. I
At
hate,
least they're split. They're not together. It's 7-10. It's not 7-8.
yeah, but for fantasy purposes, I now have Walker, who's the running back.
Kenneth Walker.
I now have Walker on my team. I'm down 15. The game starts at 10 o'clock. Call me a wuss. I like to go to bed at before 1 in the morning.
That's when it's gonna end. Probably like 1:30 even.
I think that's very selfish of the NFL, and you're going away from prime time and more into regional play at that point.
This felt like a perfect 4 o'clock game.
Perfect 4 o'clock game.
And then you just have the Buccaneers Lions as the standalone Monday Night Football.
But do you know what I mean? You have
Okay.
Buccaneers Lions Monday Night Football. That's all you needed. That is
Yeah.
a major, major game that everyone's going to watch. And then all of a sudden you have this backup game on. Whatever. I'm going to go Lions beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in that game. And I'm Monday night, I'll go Seattle.
It's a
Uh,
good game too.
yeah, I'll go
Seattle
Seattle Monday night, and it'll be nighttime in Seattle. How many times does Seattle have a night game? I feel
at
like,
7 o'clock their time is crazy.
that's rare.
Yeah.
Ever?
Probably not. It's rare you play 10 o'clock.
A
Maybe
7
like if they
p.m. game up in Seattle?
maybe if they played Monday Night Football and they do it like in the beginning, you know how they used to do it where the first season they'd have a 7-10 game and that would be it. I feel like maybe that was their only other chance.
I feel like the latest you start a playoff game is at 8 o'clock, 8:15.
Yeah.
That's 5:15. But then in the winter months, it gets dark around 5:30. But 7 p.m. game, that'll be pretty crazy. Those are
Yeah.
my picks. No spreads. No spreads. Um, all right. Thursday night football predictions. Who do you have winning Thursday night football this week?
I do have the Steelers. I think it's going to be close. Steelers offense isn't really that good, but they just keep winning. Give me the Steelers 21-20 over the Bengals.
Ooh,
Close game.
all right. I already said Pittsburgh. Fun part of the week, nothing too serious. Worst take of the week, best take of the week, last minute shout outs. What is your worst take of the week, Bob?
I feel like I was overhyping and overranking the Commanders last week and Jaden Daniels. Can't lose that game. I know it's just a 1 game sample size, but it feels like it's going to play big for them later on in the year. So that my worst take of the week, I guess, is just kind of hyping up the Commanders when they didn't prove it to me. You can't lose that game.
Yeah, my worst take of the week were the Panthers. I thought the Panthers were going to go like literally 1-16. I thought they were going to move on from their quarterback, like bench him, and I just thought they were going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. 3-0 at home, they're 3-3 in total. It's not exactly like they've beaten any major teams, but they're 3-3. So I was wrong about the Panthers.
Bryce Young's got some spunk. I feel like whenever like all of a sudden you're like, oh, this guy's done, he sucks. Then all of a sudden he has a good game. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, you always have to remember that how much of a winner these guys are. He
Yeah.
in modern day, he was a national champion in high school. He was the number one quarterback in the country.
Yeah.
He
Went
won.
to
Did he win
Alabama.
a national championship for Alabama?
I don't remember.
I know he was SEC Player of the Year. So like, he's a winner in his life. He's a millionaire. He probably is married to a beautiful girl. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, just keep the faith, buddy. You're fine. Best take of the week.
Um, Joe Flacco, not going to be able to save those Bengals. I really don't know why the hell they traded for him. And then just I think we both have kind of had this premonition that maybe even when they were still undefeated that something was up with the Eagles. So that's what I have as my best takes of the week.
Okay, my best take of the week. We had mentioned this earlier, but I wrote it. I was never a fan of the Miami head coach, ever. McGenius, never a fan. I
I like him. I don't know.
even when he got hired, I never really understood his style of coaching. I never really understood uh, how he deals with players. Last minute shout outs. Bob, last minute shout out before the podcast ends. What do you got?
I like how I think you sent this in the group chat and maybe posted even on the Giant and the Jet story about pumpkin picking on a football Sunday. I did go pumpkin picking this weekend. Um, make sure you take your loved one out to the pumpkin patch this fall. Carve some jack-o'-lanterns. Show them you love them. It's my shout out of the week.
Okay, that was Nick. Uh, he went to the pumpkin patch with my nephews this past weekend. Mine's not sentimental at all. I want to give a shout out. This sounds crazy. I want to give a shout out to the Dallas Mavericks GM who clearly knew he was getting Cooper Flag, but still had the balls to pull off that trade. I did some research into the Dallas Mavericks team. They're stacked. And what?
Look at the roster. I gotta look at the
They
roster.
are stacked. If they are healthy, they are going to the NBA Finals. And if they get to the NBA Finals, there is no team in the East that can stop them. I think the Dallas Mavericks are going to win the NBA Finals this upcoming year.
We got some players.
They got Lively, AD, Kyrie, Cooper Flag, Klay Thompson. They got the other big who's a monster. I
PJ
mean,
Washington.
yeah, this team's unbelievable.
It's pretty good.
They're healthy.
All right.
I, I,
I wasn't expecting that when I saw that on the sheet. I was a little surprised, but
I'm just giving a shout out. Take some balls to make a move that you know everyone's going to shit on you, and then I think it's going to turn out really well.
it's all rigged. There you go.
All right, but that's not the point. All right, Bob, another pod. I think we did that in good time.